Hey guys, Sarah here. College with COVID hasn't been as difficult as it may seem. You wear your masks when you're inside buildings and in class, and when you're outside in the fresh air, you don't need to. It's my second year being at college with COVID. Thankfully this year, all my classes are in person. I don't have any online classes because of COVID, and I'm so thankful for that. I honestly think Cayman is ready to reopen. I think it's been long enough and people are ready. You just have to be smart, remember to wear your masks and social distance. COVID's not going away, so we need to learn to live with it.
Hello everyone. We've done a lot of PCR tests as usual over the weekend, and these amount to some 3,500 over the weekend and a further 1,250 done in the 24 hours from yesterday until today. There are also a number of positive community positives over the 3-day period from Friday, Saturday and Sunday. This totals 669, which obviously is a large number. I think it's important to realize, though, that we now have over 200 reports of lateral flow tests embedded within that 669 figure. And the total number of positives who have been reported through lateral flow testing is now 832 people. When we give the total number of cases for the islands since last year, that includes our lateral flow positive tests. And the total number of cases since last year is now 3,354. So those 669 positive cases are from community, and there are further 9 people who tested positive when they were exiting quarantine. They've obviously remained in isolation. Our active cases are now 2,118, which gives us a prevalence, which means the number of people suffering or having contracted SARS-CoV-2 being around 3% across the islands. We are doing an awful lot of testing, not only in PCR testing, but also in the lateral flow. And the whole purpose of this testing is to try to identify people who are positive, because people who are positive for SARS-CoV-2 can go on to spread the infection. So I very much appreciate the community's commitment to this program. By isolating when you're known to have SARS-CoV-2, we will bring down the positive rates in the community by keeping the infections out of the community. Needless to say, as we introduce the policy, we're going to pick up an awful lot of positives at the start, and so I very much appreciate continued cooperation with this and following the policy. Just to remind people, if you look at gov.ky/coronavirus, there's an awful lot of information about how the lateral flow policy should be used. There's infographics and other information to help you, whether you be yourself or an organization trying to implement the policy. As far as hospital admissions are concerned, we currently have 14 people in the Georgetown Hospital of the HSA currently, 5 of whom are needing extra oxygen, but there is no one on a ventilator and no one needing enhanced respiratory support. To give you a little bit more detail about that, I think it's important to understand that not only are people being admitted, but they're also being discharged. So since Friday, there have been 14 people in total admitted, but at the same time, there have been 12 people that have been discharged. And that's what you would expect. As people get treated, they get better, and they're able to go home again. For vaccinations, our current total vaccinations are 118,285, of which 57,105 are first doses, representing 80% of our population of 71,106 people. 54,857 people, or 77% of people, have had the 2-dose course, and 6,323 have had a third or a booster dose. Because we are now giving this booster dose not only to people who are over 40 as of this week, but also to frontline workers of any age, it's difficult for me to give this breakdown by age on a daily basis. So all I can say at the minute is that 6,323 represents 9% of our total population of 71,106. Thank you.
I'm ready to reopen Cayman because it's time that our friends, family, and tourists are able to come once again and visit our beautiful island.
When we open up the borders, travel is going to be freer and we're going to be able to travel between countries better.
I'm ready to reopen, to be reunited with my loved ones living abroad.
I'm ready to reopen.